Here's a good sketching tip. It's a new 6-color chart, and it lets you see all the color mixes you can get from a 6-color palette. You can download the chart, it's free, and you can also download your own blank chart so that you can add your own 6 colors. You put the colors on the diagonal and all of the 2-color mixes below. Just go to sketchingtips.com or to our site at pen-ink-watercolor-sketching.com. I'm Pat at sketching-tips.com, and this is my studio. For some time I've been sketching along the Central Coast in California. There's a lot of fog there, and the sky is often overcast. The beaches are white, the sunshine is a very pale yellow, and I've been using a very soft palette. But that's okay because it's in keeping with the area where I was working. But now I've moved to southern Oregon, to the Siskiyou Mountains. And mountains are very different from seashore. So at first I was using just the same palette I'd had before, but I could quickly see that mountains are more rugged. They have deep shadows and strong contrasts, and I needed to add some different colors to my palette. So I began to take color notes, and I did little tonal sketches and added notations and filled several pages. And the more notes I took and the more sketches I made, I realized that if this was going to be helpful, I needed to have a more systematized approach. So I decided on just 6 colors, and I worked with raw umber, burnt umber, deep yellow, alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and viridian. Just those 6. Here's my paint box. I put the cool colors down the left-hand side and the warm colors down the right-hand side. Normally, I have a 12-color palette. For this experimental chart, I chose only 6 colors, and I put them straight down the middle, and that was to keep me from dipping into the wrong well when I was in the middle of a sketch and testing these colors. So here we have the raw umber, the viridian, and the ultramarine blue on this side, and over here I have the deep yellow, the alizarin crimson, and the burnt umber. Now you may notice that there are 4 empty wells in the palette, and that's because I kept 4 of the colors that I usually use and only changed out the deep yellow for the light lemon yellow and the dark alizarin crimson for the paler quinacridone red. So now I will show you some of the detail of putting the chart together. Here is the 6-color chart. It has 7 grids across the top, 7 grids down the side. This 7th row is for the names of the colors, and you write them in across the top and down the side in the same order. To add the samples, you then read across and you read down. You put the yellow in here, read across to the red, and down. Red goes here, blue here, green here, raw umber here, and burnt umber here. All of the colors are then in the diagonal in their unmixed form. To add the mixes, you go to across, and then you go down. Here's the yellow. Here it is mixed with the red, mixed with the blue, mixed with the green, with the raw umber, and mixed with the burnt umber. Yellow is then mixed with the other 5. Going across to red, it's already mixed with yellow, so you mix it with the blue, the green, and the 2 umbers. Going across to blue, here's the unmixed form, and you have the mixed with the yellow here, the mixed with the red here. You go down, continue to mix it with the green, the raw, and the burnt umbers, and at that point you have the unmixed blue with its 5 mixes of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making 6. Continue then to do the green, 2 mixes, the raw umber, 1 mix, and for the burnt umber, here's the unmixed form, and the other mixes have already been done. So, you now have a complete color chart. It's very easy to read. You can look at it at a glance. It's a nice reference tool to have. It's a complete palette. You have the 3 primaries, yellow, red, and blue, the 3 secondaries, orange, greens, purple, lavenders. Browns are nicely represented. And to get a black, I always use my darkest color of blue with its complementary color, orange. Now in this case, I've used the burnt umber because it has a lot of the properties of orange. It has a lot of yellow and a lot of red, and together these two make a very dark black. Now, if your subject matter is different from mine, say you do cityscapes or a lot of flowers or portraits, then your color choices would be quite different. And so you can make your own chart with your own choice of color to match the works that you do. I'm going to bring this closer so you can see how vibrant the colors are. Now in each case, I have tried to use 1 brush full of saturated pigment so you can see the color and how it is when it's dark. And then I've added a lot of water so you can see it in a tint. And you can download this chart. And you can also download this blank chart where you can make your own color chart. The blank chart has the same 7 grids across and 7 grids down. You leave this grid blank, add your color names here, add your 6 color choices down here in their unmixed form, and all of the mixes below.
That's our sketching tip for today. So I hope you'll go to our site. It's at sketching-tips.com and download these 2 free charts, or you can go to pen-ink-watercolor-sketching.com. And please remember that hyphen that's in sketching-tips. Bye.